just making the dough for the cookies. It's 2½ sticks of softened butter and 2 cups of sugar. Totally easy. Now let that start to cream together and I'll get the dry ingredients ready. It's 2 1/4 cups of flour. This 2-cup measure is such a lifesaver. Saves me millions of scoops a year, I estimate. And then 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. These are very chocolatey cookies, hence the name. That's all I'm gonna say about that. A 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and then a teaspoon of salt. And then I'll sift these together so it's all one mixture. The butter and sugar are creamed, and I'm adding 2 eggs. I'll let the first one mix in just a little bit before I add the second one. And then a little bit of vanilla. That looks great. Now I'm gonna turn the mixer off before I add the first addition of the dry ingredients. This is a rich, chocolatey, marvelous cookie. I love it and has so many good things in it. Now I'll keep the mixer on low and I'll gradually add the rest of the dry ingredients. Now I'll crank it up just a bit to give the mixer a chance to get it all combined. So rich and fudgy. I want to get the spatula down in there, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, now I've got some fun things to add. Chocolate chips. These are semi-sweet, but you can go really dark with bittersweet. That would be delicious. Some dried cranberries, or you can use cherries. And I'll start to give those a stir. I like to mix these in by hand. I always kind of regret it halfway through though. I need to work out a little bit more. Okay, last thing to add, caramelized nuts. So flavorful, they make the cookies wonderful. Once you try these, you'll never go back. I melted 2 tablespoons of butter in a skillet, added 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and cooked it for 3 minutes until it was caramelized. Then I added 1/2 cup of roasted peanuts and 1/2 cup of slivered almonds. I stirred them into the caramel, then added a teaspoon of cinnamon, some salt, stirred again, and tipped them out to cool onto a wax paper lined sheet pan in an even layer. I'm gonna use my scoop to get these onto the trays. Okay, these are ready for the oven. I'm gonna bake the cookies at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until they're set in the middle. Now these are pretty tender when they first come out of the oven, so I'm gonna let them sit, and then after about 10 minutes, I'll transfer them to a cooling rack.